Tonight, we are in Belo Horizonte, Brazil, as we begin the action inside the octagon. A Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt who has competed in MMA for over a decade. Milton Vieira will step into the octagon for the first time tonight to fight Felipe Arantes. An 11-year pro who trained under the great Carlson Gracie, Jiu-Jitsu wizard Milton Vieira is seen by many to be the godfather of the Anaconda choke. But his ability to excel in mixed martial arts is not to be underestimated, as he's won 3 in a row, including a Strikeforce submission of Sterling Ford. Sao Paulo's Felipe Arantes may not have Vieira's accolades on the mat, but when it comes to the stand-up game, this 23-year-old can make any grappler rethink his course of attack. Fresh from his first UFC win against Antonio Carvalho, Arantes hopes to spoil Vieira's debut performance. Coming up next, Milton Vieira battles Felipe Arantes. Our tale of the tape for this featherweight fight. Vieira, 33 years old, making his UFC debut tonight. He is 33. He's taking on 24-year-old Felipe Arantes. Vieira is the taller fighter by 4 inches. Here is Bruce Buffer.
And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mark Goddard.
Mark Goddard will be the referee for this featherweight fight. The beautiful Ariani making the trip to Brazil with us. Belo Horizonte.
Okay, here we go. You ready? You ready?
Set to see its first ever live UFC battle. Here we go. In the black trunks, Milton Vieira. And in the red trunks, Felipe Arantes. Vieira, as Joe mentioned, has fought bigger men throughout his very long MMA career.
Well, for a while, there was no other options for the lighter weight guys.
Right.
155 was even hard to come by, and the UFC didn't have that until a few years back. I mean, we had it at first, you know, when Jens Pulver was the champion, and then it went away. But now, these fighters get a chance all the way down to 125 pounds, and it's so nice to see because there's so many spectacular fighters at these lighter weight classes. They show such great technique and endurance.
And the world's going to be introduced to a bunch of new Brazilian talents here tonight, Joe.
Well, I got a chance to watch the entire season of fights today, and there's some great talent in tough Brazil. The Ultimate Fighter Brazil is really proven to be an excellent showcase for some of these up-and-coming guys.
Good kicks by Felipe Arantes onto the lead leg of Milton Vieira. Vieira tries with the jab. The inside leg kick by the Wolverine. Slip and rip. Nicely done.
That was a good sharp right-hand counter by Milton Vieira over the left jab of Arantes.
He countered with the combination earlier, Joe, off the kick.
Good right hand. Milton takes him down into half guard. Milton Vieira has a very tight ground game, Mike. And one of the things you'll see about this man is he gives very little space. When he gets a guy down, he smushes him, stays tight to him. Notice how he has a very tight head and arm choke here, keeps the pressure on him, and he will slowly try to free his right leg.
11-year professional Milton Vieira.
He's pushing down on the right bicep, and he will move his left knee up and try to press it down, Mike.
9 of his 13 career wins have come by submission. Trying to get that leg free still.
Pressing down with the left instep. He applies pressure to the leg.
Stay busy, gents, let's work.
And slowly but surely, he'll try to pop that leg out. But he wants to make sure that he doesn't lose the position in the process. You see Arantes there hip escaping and moving his body up a little higher to try to get that half lock a little deeper. There, very nice.
Right in the side control.
And Milton Vieira, see the pressure, Mike? Very tight. Heavy on the chest of Arantes. Arantes has to be careful of his left arm and his right arm here, especially his right arm, the way he's reaching around the shoulder. Milton can isolate that arm here, especially if he throws his left leg over. He's going to go for a choke, Mike. See the left arm around the head? He's slowly moving himself into position, and he will try to slide his right arm under the armpit.
And Horizonte slips out.
Nicely done, and into full guard. Well, he's well schooled. He's well schooled on the chokes of Milton Vieira.
And Milton Vieira, famous, as we mentioned during the walk-in, for his utilization of the anaconda choke.
And he was working for just that, either that or a Darce, which is essentially like a reverse anaconda choke.
Just missed with the ground and pound.
A lot of people get those chokes confused, which one is which. The real simple way to do it, to think about it, is if the arm, it's kind of hard to describe, but if the arm goes through the armpit and connects over the head, that is a Darce choke. If it goes the other way, it's an anaconda choke. If it connects under the armpit, then it's the anaconda choke.
Keep an eye out for both with Vieira. Horizonte controlling in the full guard here. Now he covers up. Vieira teeing off now. Not too much damage though.
Well, Vieira's ground and pound is strictly to open up for submissions. Very nice pass. Very nice pass, Mike. Now watch when Vieira tries to slide his right arm under. See what he's doing here? He's pressing his right arm under. Yep. This is a Darce choke. He's going for it right now.
He's got a lot of time still. He's got about 25 seconds.
Horizonte obviously knows what's going on. He pulled him right back into guard again. Very nice.
The takedown came on the counter after a punch thrown by Horizonte, and it stayed on the ground the remainder of this first round.
Now Milton's just going to try to stay busy here and make sure he secures this round in the judges' scorecards.
Final seconds of round one.
Boys, beautiful.
Sit down and breathe. You see what he's trying to do? That's what he's going to try to do. He's going to keep trying to do that on the ground. That's it.
Let's take a look at the grappling skills of Milton Vieira here. You see he gets the double, takes him down, passes the half guard, and moves into side control here. Expertly done. And here's some ground and pound from Milton. Overall, good grappling from Milton Vieira, but good defense from Felipe Horizonte. He's obviously well schooled in the game of Milton Vieira and did a good job defending the chokes.
Vieira, mentioned earlier by Joe, competed in Abu Dhabi a couple of times, three-time Luta Libre state champion, and a veteran since 2001. He said, "This is the perfect time for me to make my UFC debut. I feel I'm the best I've ever been, mentally, physically, emotionally. I'm ready to put on a show and ready to make a name for myself on the biggest stage." Horizonte wants to keep this standing. He threw some leg kicks early, the flying knee there, and the straight kick with the left. Saw that one coming.
Horizonte is fired up, Mike.
Yep, he had some heavy leg kicks in the first round, Joe. Felipe Horizonte knows he's got an advantage on the feet. Switches his stance. 6 wins by TKO, 4 by submission. 14 total for Horizonte, born and raised in Sao Paulo. Vieira may look for an opportunity to shoot off punches thrown again by Horizonte. That's how he shot for the double in the first round. He has worked, he said, a lot on his striking, knowing that tonight's matchup was against a man who loved to strike and was dynamic in doing so.
Horizonte really likes that flying knee. Connected with it earlier in the round, then just tried it again. And Vieira just looks like he's just moving away and being defensive for the striking, looking for his opening. He's got to make sure that he does it with enough time to work on the ground, because so far Orantes is winning the stand-up exchange. Very nice inside leg kick.
That's the first one he's really thrown from the left side in this stance. Now he switches back and forth. Tried to go high with the lead leg.
He was a little off balance when he threw that. He's looking for that opening.
Let's see if he tries to go with that inside leg kick again. Vieira again looks for the shot.
Good sprawl by Orantes.
Orantes got caught on the combination of the first round. He's been able to avoid both takedown attempts here in the second, Joe. First shot wasn't even close. That one,
solid jab by Orantes.
Orantes really got his hips out of the way. See if he starts to put on the pressure here. Under 2 minutes on the clock here in the second. Could jab again.
Well, the more confident he feels with that takedown defense, the more he's going to be aggressive. Inside leg kick straight high. Milton shakes it off.
Yeah, Vieira says, let's continue. High-low. Orantes getting more confident.
Good combination by Vieira.
And he comes forward.
Another solid leg kick.
There's a shootbox flavor to Brazilian top team. Sergio Cunha, one of the striking coaches who really was one of the key components in the old days of shootbox, is now the striking coach of Milton Vieira.
Oh!
As Milton Vieira eats a big jab by Orantes.
Yeah, Orantes has some very good timing with that jab, Mike. I like how he switches up, too. He really confuses Milton a lot with that. And when he switches up, he throws that really strong inside left kick.
Looking for the spin.
Milton hits the wheel kick. He's knocked.
Milton Vieira connects with the wheel kick.
That was a very solid kick, Mike.
Caught him right with the heel, Joe. And the takedown by Orantes now.
And Milton, it's amazing. Every time he goes to the ground, Mike, immediately goes for overhooks and tries to tie up arms. That's because of his love for these chokes. He loves arm-in chokes, anacondas and darces. And look at this, Orantes takes his back.
Orantes active from top position here, final seconds of the round.
Você precisa pegar o timing da entrada dele, cara.
You gotta get the timing when he's moving in.
Você tá brigando muito em pé.
You're fighting too much on your feet.
Bota aqui pra cima, bota pra cima aqui, ó. Você tá brigando muito com ele em cima, cara.
You're keeping the fight standing too much.
É você, cara. Só precisa pegar o tempo da entrada nele,
It's all you. You just gotta time it right.
Deixa ele vir te botando na grade, não.
Don't let him put you against the cage.
Mete assim direto nele e agarra ele, velho, pra afastar, deixando te pressar muito na grade, andar atrás de você.
Let's take a look at some of the action from that round. First of all, the flying knee from Orantes, right on the jaw of Milton. And here's the wheel kick by Vieira. Crack! Caught him right behind the ear and really rocked him with that kick.
Done. Gotta be quick.
Milton Vieira showcasing his striking skills late in the round, clipping Orantes. And then Orantes was the one who was more dynamic from top position, third round. You heard the corner of Milton Vieira telling him, let's get this fight to the ground. Let's go to where you have what they believe is a definitive advantage. But that kick from Vieira, the most significant strike of this fight. There's that stiff jab again.
He's not following it up, though. He's landing it very nicely, but then he pauses.
Like to see him keep moving forward, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would like to see him follow up with other combinations. He's proven that his takedown defense is excellent. You know, so he has an advantage on the feet. I'd like to see him open up a little bit more.
When he did open up in the first round, that's when he got taken down. I wonder if that's entering into the mind of Felipe Arantes at all.
There was a 1-2.
And comes back, does Milton Vieira. Now he's starting to come forward a bit more.
Yeah, at least he's throwing a 2-punch combination instead of just a jab. But I'd also like to see him continue that the great work with those leg kicks, because he's landed some very powerful ones to the left leg of Vieira, both from the inside and the outside. And that's going to take away the shot.
Absolutely. And
there it is. I
is.
like that fake first. I like how he did that.
That throws off the timing of Vieira on a possible takedown. Now Vieira trying to push forward a bit. Just over 3 minutes remain in this fight.
They both exchange oblique kicks, and Arantes goes up high. Oh, nice combination.
There's the dynamic striking we talked about earlier of Felipe Arantes. The switch, the follow-up, and he scored more points. Lead
nice
right.
Oh, there's the takedown attempt by Vieira, stuffed by Arantes. Let's see if he can get out of this and get back up. And Vieira's got to pull in. He wants to pull his legs in there and try to get half guard. Does not have control at all of Arantes. Arantes could just back up out of there. And he lands a couple
hands.
Serious right hands.
And another one. Big right hands by Felipe Arantes.
The thing is, though, the more he stays in this ground and pound position, the more he gives Vieira the chance to grab a hold of him and advance his position. So Vieira, what he wants to do is get his legs inside and somehow or another control Arantes' body.
Vieira has thrown more total strikes, but more significant strikes have been landed by Felipe Arantes.
Yeah, the only real significant strike by Vieira was that wheel kick.
Yeah.
And now he's trying to pull guard here. Now he does it. Okay, so this is where Arantes has made a mistake. He's clearly made a mistake here because he's allowed Vieira to get full guard on him and control one of his arms. His left arm is pinned to the mat, and Vieira has it all wrapped up. Let's see if he could advance his position. What he wants to do, Mike, is either work for a triangle, possibly for an omoplata, which is a shoulder lock, but he has the left arm of Arantes tied up.
And Arantes is trying to stay tight and force Mark Goddard to stand him up.
We can see it from this angle. See how he's got his right knee and his right hand wrapping up that left arm. Oh, look at this. Back up. Didn't work quick enough.
Arantes did what he needed to do. He stayed real tight on him, Joe, and he tried to neutralize any attack from the bottom and any improvement in position.
Vieira had an attack. You can't just hold on there. But you know what? I mean, here we are. We're in the third round.
Yeah.
He's probably tired. But he should have attacked. He should have went for an all-out sprint there. He shot in, got a hold of him, pulled him to the ground, got a hold of the guard, and he even had a decent position on that the left arm. Spinning back kick to the body.
Right to the body. We've seen some dynamic striking here in the third round from Felipe Arantes. The combination earlier, the spinning back kick lands, and there's a spin answered by Milton Vieira.
Milton has got to be frustrated knowing that he had him on the ground, had a hold of him, and wasn't able to capitalize and was stood back up.
Final seconds of this fight. They go the distance, Milton Vieira and Felipe Arantes.
There's a takedown in the first round by Milton Vieira. Now here's that beautiful flying knee by Arantes. And the wheel kick. Here it is by Vieira, which really staggered Orantes. And there's a nice jab by Orantes.
The switch in the hands.
Beautiful combination, a jumping switch kick and a right-left combination.
So Vieira and Orantes await the judge's decision. Orantes, 14 wins, just 1 loss in his last 11 fights. There's the former champion, Murilo Bustamante, you saw a moment ago. In the corner of Milton Vieira. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score this contest 29-28, Vieira, 29-28, Orantes, and 28-28. Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is a draw.
Wow, the first fight ever live in Belo Horizonte is a draw. Vieira and Orantes.
I gotta say, I disagree with that. I thought Orantes was gonna get that decision.
So Orantes is now 1-1-1 in his UFC career. Mentored by one of the all-time greats, the axe murderer, Wanderlei Silva. Both Wagner Campos and Marcos Vinicius are eager to prove that they belong in the UFC. Former teammates on the Ultimate Fighter Brazil's Team Wanderlei, Wagner Campos and Marcos Vinicius were separated on episode 9 of the reality series. And tonight, they finally meet again, this time in the octagon. A featherweight quarterfinalist, Curitiba's Campos is a highly decorated jiu-jitsu player who has nonetheless ended 6 of his 11 wins by knockout. The 32-year-old Vinicius, whose Ultimate Fighter journey also ended in the quarterfinals, one-ups his opponent tonight, though, as he has finished each of his 19 pro victories, 13 by submission and 6 by knockout, making the odds of this fight ending early pretty good. Coming up next, Wagner Campos squares off against Marcos Vinicius. Our tale of the tape for this featherweight matchup. Wagner Campos is 30 years old. His opponent, Marcos Vinicius, is 2 years his elder, 3 inches taller, and it's Vinicius who will hold the reach advantage. Bruce Buffer.
And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean making the trip over to Belo Horizonte, Brazil, as we get set for another featherweight matchup, the beautiful Ariani. Vinicius and Campos.
You ready to fight? You ready? Let's do it.
And we are underway. The red trunks for Marcos Vinicius, the southpaw Wagner Campos in the black trunks.
Both these guys obviously spent a lot of time training together, Mike, so they know each other's games very well.
You'll see as we get through tonight, there were a few confrontations in the house as well. The weigh-ins yesterday got emotional, if you will, at times. Very intense stare down for a couple of the guys that will compete later from here in Brazil.
Campos just landed a very nice body shot, Mike.
It changed his levels nicely. Caught Vinicius low.
Ready to fight?
Both experienced mixed martial artists, a pro since '08. Marcos Vinicius in 2006 is when Wagner Campos made his professional debut. A lot of head movement by Campos. He's very relaxed in his stand-up position. And counters nicely with the left. I like the inside leg kick followed up by the right hand. And answered by Campos.
Very nice straight left by Campos.
Led his combination with the inside leg kick as well. That front kick has become very popular since Anderson Silva and Lyoto Machida landed it.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
One of the first kicks you ever learn in karate.
We were talking about that last night, watching the fights together from Atlantic City.
Yeah, it's... we called over 1,000 fights before we saw a single one.
Right? Now everybody's
throwing front kicks in the face. It's nuts. Well, we saw by the wheel kick of Milton Vieira in the previous fight, you know, until we started seeing people land that. That was a fight, a kick that you rarely saw in the octagon as well.
I mean, I think back to that Edson Barboza knockout.
Exactly.
Wow. One of the most dynamic in UFC history. Lead right. Vinicius really likes to swing for the fences with that right hand.
He certainly does, and now Campos has him up against the cage.
Oh, nicely
down the
done.
ground. Very nice. Campos, the more decorated Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, but Vinicius is a black belt as well.
Got the trip, got top position. Now he's looking for some ground and pound, looking for some elbows. As Joe mentioned, black belt against black belt in this battle on the ground. Just over 2 minutes on the clock here in the first.
Campos passes the guard very
nicely
nicely.
done. Postured up, threw the legs aside.
And needed the belly immediately full mount.
Yep, he's trying to get it, and he does.
That is some high-level technique, ladies and gentlemen. See how smoothly he did that?
Yeah, this is bad for Marcos Vinicius.
Trouble. He gives up his back. He's got a head and arm choke here, Mike. Moves aside.
Lock it in.
That's it. That is a wrap. And look how patient he's being here. Campos is slowly closing it up. He gave it up. Wow.
Looking for that trip on the takedown again.
Instantly takes him down again.
And goes into the half guard.
I'm amazed that Campos gave up that technique. I wonder what was going on there.
You thought he could finish it from there?
It looked like he had it. I mean, he was locked in on the side, and he decided not to press down and try to finish it from there. And when something like that happens, you got to wonder. I mean, is there a pulled muscle going on? You know, does something happen? Can he not squeeze with his arm? Because it seemed to me like that was a position that you would never let go. Look at that beautiful passing by Campos.
Just
but
explodes
nice
with the
recovery.
hips.
But that was a nice recovery there by Vinicius.
Trying to advance again. Nice up kick. The big left hand on the way down. Vinicius with the elbow from the bottom. "30 seconds on the clock." That one connected. Vinicius with some good strikes from the bottom. That elbow again. And another up kick attempt.
And Campos was looking to grab a leg there for a while. He's got to look out for these up kicks.
Man. 10 seconds on the clock.
And this is what I said about Vinicius in the Pepe fight. He is game as they come.
From the bottom again. And another up kick.
Great first round.
The crowd loves the action here in the first round.
You feeling anything? You're good? You gotta believe in your stand-up. Believe in it. There's a bucket. Believe in your stand-up. It's all you when you're on top of him.
Let's take a look at some of the beautiful jiu-jitsu on display by Campos. Look at here, Mike. He's got the mount, and he rains down punches specifically to get Vinicius to give up his back. And look how quickly he jumps on this. He gets the over-under. And once he has this choke here, he passes to the side, and I have no idea why he decided not to clamp down and try to finish it there. Only he knows, but he let go of this crucial position. But that was, I thought that was checkmate.
Yep. Round 2. Campos switches his stance for a moment.
Wheel kick. Vinicius' corner was compelling him to believe in his stand-up, to attack with confidence, and not to hesitate. And they believe that that is where he has the best chance in this fight. You can see when it went to the ground, Campos is a beast.
Vinicius switching his stance now, Joe. Going to southpaw with those lead rights. And the head kick. And a flying
knee. He got caught coming in though, Mike. He's hurt.
Campos with some big hammer fists. And he takes top position again. Got caught on his way in with the flying knee. And now Wagner Campos is on top again, early second round. His guard passing has been excellent. We saw it in the first.
He opens the legs up, steps over, very nice, into side control. Vinicius tried to catch him with a triangle from the bottom there, but that is very difficult to do on a guy like Campos. Campos is trying to isolate the left arm here, and he may attack with a Kimura. Nope, he got put back into side control, back into half guard. Campos frees it up again, effortlessly passes into side control, back into half guard, but he has that arm locked up, Mike, and he can finish this from half guard. Matt Hughes finishes this from half guard. Tap Joe Riggs in that position.
And back up.
Campos, look how beautifully he passes. I mean, his positioning is outstanding. Now he's attacking the other arm. Head and arm here.
Taking a look up at the clock was Campos to see what the amount of time is left in this round. Still plenty of time to work.
He's so superior on the ground here, Mike. He just is very confident in his ability to hold Vinicius and to position him.
Both of these fighters eventually eliminated from the competition by Godofredo Pepe, who will fight in the featherweight final.
Good job by Vinicius of bringing it back to guard. He fought hard for that. And look at this, Campos again.
Just relentless.
Yeah, he's a beast. As we said before the fight, very physically strong man. You know, really forces positions. Look at that. Again, moves into half guard, controls the right leg.
Just good ground control, Joe. Almost a full round of ground control so far in this fight by Campos.
He's got to look out for those up kicks, though.
Vinicius throws them as often as possible.
And as we said, Vinicius is not trying to quit. That guy is trying to win every second of the fight.
I'll stand it up. You need to work.
He's just starting to get loose with his stand-up, as his corner talked about, Joe, when he got caught trying to throw that flying knee.
And he's trying to land some hammer fists from the bottom there.
Using his legs again nicely.
He's got to look out for those up kicks. And again, Vinicius able to grab a hold of a leg and control it a little bit and get himself back in a half guard. Look at the cuts on the face of Campos, and that is from the bottom. The attacks from the bottom by Vinicius.
Kenny Florian, always known to throw those elbows with reckless abandon from the bottom, and Vinicius looking very much the same with his attack with Campos on top. Ten seconds. There's an up kick that landed.
Another nice one.
And Campos ducks under quickly. Campos is taking a beating on his way in, Joe.
Come on, man. You gotta pass the guard or the knee.
passa de joelho. Tá ouvindo?
with the knee.
Passa de joelho.
Não, agora é boxe.
You got it? That's the game. The fight's won. But you got to be careful when you're standing up over him.
And here we see Vinicius got real loose here and got clipped with a big left hand by Campos and really rocked. And then from there, Campos, look at expert use of the hips. See how he used those hips to force the leg over to the side to pass? Brilliant control by Campos, but very good defense by Vinicius. Was able to put it back into guard and half guard several times, avoided every submission attempt, and really attacked well from his back.
Yep, an attacking defense.
Yeah, attacked with up kicks and hammer fists.
Elbows. And so you saw the damage in the corner to Campos. Vinicius starts out southpaw here in the third and final round of this second featherweight fight here live from Brazil. Checked. He got clipped trying to throw that flying knee. Vinicius, lead right.
Good head movement right there by Campos. There's that front kick.
And the jab answered by Campos. And the flying knee to the body.
Nice knee by Vinicius. That was hard. Good right hand, too.
And nice counter
right hand.
Combination. Campos is in trouble. Vinicius is teeing up. Another knee to the body. And another. Campos is in big trouble. Vinicius is trying to stop the fight. It is all over. Marcos Vinicius wins his UFC debut. The knee to the body started it all, Joe. Wow.
That was beautiful. Let's see it again. Here's a flying knee. Right to the solar plexus. Another hard one. And then from here, Vinicius poured it on. Solid right hand. Uppercut, hook, right hand. Over and over and over again until Herb Dean stopped the fight.
A dream come true. A victory in his UFC debut for 32-year-old Marcos Vinicius. The birthplace of mixed martial arts, and the knee and then the sharp striking. Campos was pretty much out on his feet. Herb Dean wisely stops the fight. Vinicius the winner by TKO here in the third and final round. They started as teammates on this first ever season of The Ultimate Fighter. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 4 seconds of round number 3, declaring the winner by TKO, Marcos Vinicius.
Great emotion being shown by Marcos Vinicius.
All right, I'm here with the winner, Marcos Vinicius. First of all, congratulations on your first official UFC victory.
Estou aqui com o vencedor Marcos Vinicius e, em primeiro lugar, parabéns pela sua primeira vitória oficial no UFC.
It seemed like he was controlling you very well in the second round on the ground, but you waited your time and found your openings in the third and connected with a hard knee to the body. What was the strategy going in here to this fight, knowing that you guys spent so much time training together?
Parece que ele estava dominando a luta. No segundo assalto parecia que ele ia levar. No terceiro assalto você conseguiu conectar o joelho com ele muito bem. E qual foi a sua estratégia, como vocês estavam juntos no TUF e vocês se conheciam muito bem?
Primeiramente, obrigado. Boa noite, BH! Primeiramente em minha vida, eu agradeço a Deus por essa oportunidade de estar aqui representando a minha pessoa, a minha vida, a minha família,
a vida dos meus treinadores, que foi árdua o treinamento e é difícil para aquele que não tem condições financeiras. O meu adversário é um puta do atleta, um cara que eu respeito, é da mesma cidade que eu, que Deus o abençoe e sempre a minha estratégia qual que é? Lutar, é 100% porrada, é ir pra cima, eu não tenho essa de entrar dentro do ringue.
First of all, I'd like to thank everyone. I'd like to thank the crowd. I'd like to thank everyone in my camp. And the strategy was just to come in and to strike him and do all I could.
Congratulations on an excellent victory. Marcos Vinicius, ladies and gentlemen.
Marcos Vinicius finishes Wagner Campos in the 3rd round in Belo Horizonte, Brazil. It was a challenging journey for both Leonardo Mafra and Thiago Perpetua. And on this inaugural season of the Ultimate Fighter Brazil, they will try to make a statement tonight. From rivals to teammates and back to rivals again for tonight's bout, both Leonardo Mafra and Thiago Perpetua had a wild ride through the Ultimate Fighter Brazil. But that ride also led them to the UFC octagon. Unbeaten in 5 fights, Santa Catrina's Mafra has ended 3 of his fights by knockout, doing justice to his Shootbox Academy team. Thiago Perpetua is no slouch when it comes to pro success either, as he has won 8 of 9, including 4 in a row. He even made it to the Ultimate Fighter semifinals before losing to Cesar Ferreira, but a win over Mafra will help soothe the pain for one of Sao Paulo's finest. Coming up next, Leonardo Mafra squares off against Thiago Perpetua. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. Thiago Perpetua is 24, Leonardo Mafra is 23. Both men fighting at 185, they both made weight easily. 184 for Perpetua, 182 for Leonardo Mafra. Reach is a slight advantage on the ledger of Thiago Perpetua. Perpetua has fought at light heavyweight, and Mafra is unbeaten as a professional mixed martial artist. He is 5-0 in his pro career. Both young, up-and-coming fighters who are set to showcase their skills here tonight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mario Yamasaki.
Mario Yamasaki will be our referee for this middleweight battle, the beautiful Ariani. Great to be back in Brazil. Middleweight matchup is underway. In the red trunks, it's Perpetua. In the black trunks, Leonardo Mafra. They battle early. You can see Perpetua with a big 185. And the combination thrown by Mafra through the hand and then the kick, and then wanted to follow up with another kick. A lead uppercut followed by a kick. And a nice fired kick by Thiago Perpetua. Caught the midsection of Mafra on his way in. Trying to mix things up.
Yeah, Mafra. He's very wild with his combinations.
Yeah. Had the lead,
nice
lead right uppercut
body
on that combination before, Joe, and then the switch kick connects with his opponent, Perpetua.
Well, I saw him warming up earlier. He was all smiles, looked very relaxed. Good combination, looping left and a right.
Well, 6 of his 8 professional wins have come by knockout. So Thiago Perpetua has put away many an opponent with that striking we have seen displayed here so far early in the fight.
Perpetua has been much more conservative, waiting for his openings.
Mafra more dynamic so far.
Yeah, he drops his hands wildly though, Mike, when he throws these combinations. he leaves himself open for counters, and you got to think that Perpetuo is seeing those openings, just hasn't quite been able to pull the trigger yet.
Perpetuo ties him up.
He's got a body lock here. Let's see if he can drag it to the ground.
And Perpetuo is the knockout specialist, as we mentioned, although Mafra has finished 3 of his 5 professional wins by knockout. Both men are finishers.
Perpetuo might be the oldest looking 24-year-old dude on the planet.
Yeah, right? Lead left hook.
That was a good right hand by Perpetuo and a good left. Good counter left there.
Mafra stays right in the pocket, though. The head kick. Nice counter. They battle in close quarter. And Mafra pushes his way from the fence.
Sorry, Mike. Perpetuo has a mouse under his right eye. One of those looping left hooks of Mafra caught him.
Mafra not only counters, he counters with combinations. Back up against the fence. Perpetuo got caught again.
Wild
left hook.
Yeah, Mafra throws. They're kind of arm punches, but
right.
Man, there's a lot of pop behind him.
Caught him again with the left. And you can see the mouse starting to swell up on the right side of the face of Thiago Perpetuo.
See when he does that, Mike, when he throws these combinations, you see how he drops his hands. I mean, he's a talented kid, but he's very raw.
Well, he comes up and wheels around and swings for the fences.
He does, but he uses a lot of energy doing that, and we may very well see him tire because of that.
Caught the leg and then countered. 1 minute on the clock here in the first round.
Everything he throws has got murder written all over it. But when you miss a lot of shots like that, Perpetuo countered, caught him with a good right hand there. When you miss a lot of shots like that, man, does it wear you out. It's about twice the energy that it requires to land a punch.
Mafra to the body, trying to avoid being taken down here late in the round.
Because not only do you throw the punch with all your might, then you have to decelerate and control yourself. As opposed to when you land, your opponent's body absorbs the impact.
Really working hard for the single is Perpetuo. Good takedown defense by Leonardo Mafra.
That's quite a mouse in the right eye of Perpetuo, Mike. That might need some attention in between rounds. Good knee to the body there.
Final seconds of round 1. Nice elbow by Perpetuo. The corner of Thiago Perpetuo.
Pay attention.
And now Leonardo Mafra.
When you take him down, you got to work on your combo. Your hands are landing. First, you got to land a kick, and then you land the combos. And then you take him down. You don't have to take him down. He's tired. Just do your combos. He's dead. You got to work on your combos and take him down with a single leg. He's tired. Put your hands on his ribs and take him down.
The advice in the corner of Leonardo Mafra. Getting set for round 2. Thiago Perpetuo, who started this season of competition on Team Vitor, switched to Team Wanderlei late. Vitor's team very dominant in the competition early. And again, Mafra just continues to swing away. And he came right out and fired.
Yeah, if I was Mafra's coach, I would just want him to calm down a bit with these looping shots. Just more technique. Throw shots hard, but don't be so wide with them. Don't be so, don't throw so much arm punches. There was a good left to the body and a right hand by Perpetuo.
you can see he's much more technical in his striking.
Yes. But Mafra throws more shots.
Yeah, and he has landed more significant strikes so far in this fight.
He's certainly more reckless. Good left hook there by Perpetuo.
And you saw the hands hanging of Leonardo Mafra, leaving a wide open jaw for that left hook to land on.
I mean, he's obviously very game and very talented, but he needs to focus on technique a bit more.
Perpetua trying to establish a little bit of dominance on the feet here.
I mean, that's what every trainer looks for. You look for a raw guy who's not afraid to throw.
Right.
Oh, look at this. He's got his back. He got an arm here. If Mafra can grab a hold of that right arm, he's got it.
Trying to finish it.
Oh, good spin over. Very nicely done by Perpetuo.
And this well-educated crowd recognizes that submission escape by Thiago Perpetuo. And now he's in top position.
And he's going for the left arm again, Mike.
Perpetuo.
Hammer fist from the bottom by Mafra. Mafra's going to try. He's trying to lock that left arm up again, Mike. See how he's wrapping it up with his arm? He's going again. There it is. There it is. Lost it again, though. Lost it again.
Full guard now, but busy from the bottom is Leonardo Mafra.
Yeah, like I said, this is the kind of kid that every trainer wants to get a hold of. Wild, game, not afraid, and he's throwing it again.
Started fighting at age 17 in 2010 at Mafra.
See that elbow over the top? Oh, and another
again.
one. Mafra again, though. Look at the left arm of Perpetuo. See how he keeps clamping down on it with his forearm? Again, he's clamping down. He keeps looking for that submission. Again, he's looking for it. He's game, man. He's trying to win this fight from his back.
Both men throwing hammer fists.
He's looking for it again.
Perpetuo connects.
Perpetuo is obviously very confident in his defense because he's leaving his arms in there and just trying to drop hammer fists and punches down on Mafra.
Big shots with the ground and pound. Mafra trying to control. He can't control the posture right now, Perpetuo.
Mafra's cut up a bit, Mike. Got a big mouse under his eye now.
Good middleweight fight to get things started here live on FX. From Belo, Horizonte, Brazil.
You got to decide how you're going to say that.
You know, it's we're going to be Americanized or we're going to go more local flavor.
It looks like it's Horizonte, but they say Horizonte.
They say a lot of things crazy.
Yeah.
It would be Thiago Perpetua.
Well, we say they say things crazy, but since we're in their country...
Good point by you. Good point by you. Just over a minute on the clock here in the second.
Perpetuo is doing a good job of controlling Mafra on the ground here, Mike, and softening him up with punches.
He's got the advantage with the ground strikes. So Mafra busy, but the ones doing more damage have been thrown by Thiago Perpetua here in this top position here in the second round.
Well, this is certainly a much better round for Perpetuo.
He was looking for the takedown. And Mafra got a hold of the arm, but still, it turns out that he completes the takedown, and you can see why he wanted this fight on the ground, Joe. Another big elbow.
Yeah, he certainly has the advantage on the ground, but man, that was close by Mafra, that left arm. Perpetuo is trying to, good job by Mafra getting that left knee up. Perpetuo now back in a full guard.
Big elbow again.
Huge elbows.
10 seconds on the clock here in the second.
Perpetua clearly dominant with his top control. Oh, nasty, nasty welt.
Vem, Léo. Tranquilo, Léo.
Very good.
Agora você não vai deixar ele botar pra baixo.
Now you can't let him take him down.
Você saiu do braço, você saiu do braço, você vai acompanhando. Uma porrada, bicho. Puxa pra porrada em cima. Puxa pra porrada em pé, Léo.
You gotta go to a fight when you're standing up. You're a fighter, you gotta fight it when you're standing up. One more round. This round's yours. Listen to me, this is your round.
Puxa pro Muay Thai, mano.
You gotta go to the Muay Thai.
Vamos lá, esse round foi seu, mano.
This was your round. Let's
Falta
go.
mais um round, isso.
One more round, let's go.
Você entendeu?
Got
Em
it?
cima. Vem com o Superman já.
Come with a Superman punch.
E a joelhada sua, mano.
And the knees.
É o último round.
Third and final round of this middleweight fight. Mario Yamasaki gets things going here in the third. Mafra on the black, Perpetuo with the Superman punch in the red. And there's those big wild punches of Leonardo Mafra again. Both men with swelling under their right eyes. From the striking on the feet of Leonardo Mafra, that's where he damaged Perpetuo.
Yeah,
Perpetuo returned it on the ground. Oh, he came right hand, trying to finish it right here. Perpetuo looking for the win. Mafra trying to protect himself.
That's it.
And it is all over. Thiago Perpetuo wins his UFC debut.
That's some serious swelling under his right eye, Mike.
Big right hand.
Let's take a look at the finish by Thiago Perpetuo. Here it is, front kick, and right here, boom, right hand drops him. And he just jumps on him. Punches, punches, elbow, elbow, over and over again, hammer fists and elbows.
First fight is a victory for Perpetuo. How did he do it? Here's the official decision from Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest at 41 seconds of round number 3, declaring the winner by TKO, Thiago Werdum Perpetuo.
41 seconds into the third, he earns the victory against Leonardo Mafra. Joe will visit with our winner.
I'm here with your winner, Thiago Perpetuo. Thiago, congratulations. You caught him with a clean right hand, dropped him, and then swarmed on him for the finish.
Eu estou aqui com o vencedor, Thiago, parabéns. Você deu uma direita nele, depois caiu em cima dele para acabar com ele.
Take a look at the video and talk us through this.
Dá uma olhada no vídeo e fala pra gente como é que foi.
Foi exatamente o que a gente tinha estudado, né? Eu sabia que ele era um cara guerreiro, que era da mesma área que eu, que é a trocação. Então a gente sabia que se houvesse qualquer tipo de problema em pé, a estratégia era colocar para o chão e usar meu grau de pound, que é forte. Eu tomei um chute na costela no começo, eu machuquei a costela durante o treinamento, acabei sentindo muito e tomei duros golpes depois disso, porque eu fiquei um pouco de tempo sem respirar. Mas graças a Deus, com a torcida de todo mundo aí, ó, que sempre me motiva durante as lutas aí, eu tive força para continuar lutando. Valeu. Obrigado a todo mundo aí. Obrigado, Belo Horizonte, pessoal de São Paulo que veio me assistir aí.
That is what we were training for. Both of us are strikers, so that's exactly what I wanted to do. Come in here and put him down, and while we were training, someone kicked my ribs and it was hurting me, so it was difficult to breathe, but that's what I tried to do here. Thank you, crowd, for supporting me.
Congratulations on your victory. Thiago Perpetuo, ladies and gentlemen.
We talked about how technically sound the striking of Perpetuo was. 41 seconds into the third, Thiago Perpetuo defeats Leonardo Mafra. Mentored by the professor, Luis Doria, the man who has guided UFC heavyweight champion Junior Dos Santos, Hugo Viana is set to showcase his skills against John Teixeira. Ultimate Fighter Brazil semifinalist Hugo Viana impressed fight fans throughout the competition, defeating Alexander Ramos and Marcos Pina before losing to Hani Jason. This solid run, when added to Viana's existing 5 wins, clearly make him one of the top prospects from the same Salvador hometown shared by UFC heavyweight champion Junior Dos Santos. Macapa's John Teixeira is unbeaten in his pre-Ultimate Fighter career as well, with 9 submissions appearing among his 13 wins. His only defeat on the show came via split decision to Rodrigo Dam, and he doesn't ever want to experience that feeling again. Coming up next, Hugo Viana takes on John Teixeira. Our tale of the tape for this featherweight fight. So there you see Teixeira, 25 years old, 4 years younger than Wolverine. Hugo Viana, the official weight's 150, 145. The reach nearly identical, Bruce Buffer.
And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mark Goddard.
Mark Goddard will be our referee for this featherweight fight. The beautiful Ariani. Team Vitor's Hugo Viana against Team Wanderlei's John Teixeira. In the red trunks, Teixeira. In the black trunks, Viana. As Joe mentioned, a small 145. Normally fights at 135, but wanted the opportunity to compete on the first ever Ultimate Fighter Brazil. Wolverine, one of the more popular members of this first ever cast. And they both swing. Combination thrown early by both men. Quick hands possessed by both Teixeira and Viana.
Viana with a very wide stance, Mike. He's loading up. He drops his weight down and he's loading up when he comes in.
He got clipped with a right hand before that combination. And a big right hand thrown by Viana.
And a good right leg kick by Teixeira.
Both men going to battle early.
Good knee to the body.
A little blood on the bridge of the nose of John Teixeira. Viana to the body. Front kick. Viana, very educated as a youngster, but his dream was to be a fighter, and that's where he commits his time 100% to being a professional mixed martial artist. Started training in Taekwondo at age 12 as he backpedals and Teixeira tries to close the distance. Viana had a lot of people telling him he couldn't do this for a living, and he has proven them wrong. Wild exchange again, and Viana gets out of harm's way. You can see the power possessed by Teixeira.
He is certainly the bigger guy here, Mike. And that's something we talked about earlier, but it's pretty obvious when they make these exchanges.
So Viana will try to utilize what he believes is a speed advantage. Viana said he really changed immensely as he
slipped.
Yep. As he moves in, Teixeira slipped. He said he changed immensely during his time on the show. He said more than anything, now he knows his potential. He's competed against other top-ranked fighters here in Brazil. Feels he can hold his own in the octagon. Swing and a miss. And a knee by Teixeira.
Excellent knee to the body, and that one hurt him, I believe.
Yeah, he took a big breath afterwards. Teixeira pushing forward now.
These guys are really loading up on these combinations, Mike.
Some significant strikes thrown both ways so far early in this fight, both men landing. Teixeira with a kick to the body and a wild exchange.
That was a good left, the final punch by Viana.
Wolverine, as they call him in the black trunks, with the quick switch kick. Teixeira looking to answer. Viana again to the body, ripped that hook.
To the body, very nicely done. And Teixeira just ran at him with that left hook.
The speed of Viana is evident here in the first round.
Well, he is the lighter guy, and he is the naturally smaller guy, and it does have its advantages.
And his counters are containing multiple strikes, Joe. A minute on the clock here in the first.
Teixeira keeps going to the well with that right front kick. Big swing and a miss, and Viana's got his back. Good shots by Viana.
Hugo Viana made it to the semi-finals of this first season of the Ultimate Fighter Brazil. Defeated by Hani Jason, who will fight for the honor of becoming the first ever featherweight Ultimate Fighter winner. Later on pay-per-view, right hand again, they tie up.
Viana's doing a good job of catching Teixeira as he comes in and avoiding some of those bigger shots. But what he doesn't want to do is be stuck here in the clinch with Viana throwing those knees to the body. There's another one.
Teixeira very good on the ground, a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, 9 of his 13 career wins by submission. Some good exchanges on the feet here in the first.
Sit down. How's your heart? Tired? He's anticipating your hands. You got to go in with the cross. You got to go first with the cross, wait for him, and go in with the cross.
You see some exchanges here. A big right leg kick to finish that one off by Teixeira. And there's a hook by Viana. Viana seemed to be slightly quicker and a little bit better at landing his shots and getting out of there, but that is a very, very small advantage for Viana.
5 wins for Hugo Viana and an unbeaten 13-0-1 record for John Teixeira. Again, pushing forward with a kick is Teixeira.
This time Teixeira has the clinch. Let's see what happens on the ground here. He's got the inside trip. Can he complete this?
He's very good on the ground,
Yeah,
Joe.
Viana got his leg out. And Teixeira, being the larger man, is really trying to use that to his advantage here, pressing up nice knee to the body.
And see the
Viana
power.
turns it around.
Yep, you can see the power and strength advantage in that last exchange.
Yeah, well, Viana's done a really good job of avoiding most of the bigger shots, but he smells them as they wing by his face.
They break early here in the second. Quick, scrappy action fighter. Hugo Viana trying to utilize more of his footwork and speed here in the second. Staying a little bit more out of harm's way here. The counter again.
And again, Teixeira, the high single, he's got him down now.
Wolverine would love to pop back up. Wants the wall walk.
And Teixeira's trying to creep his way up the back. And Viana gets back up, very nice. Viana is a scrappy dude.
You can see why he became so popular on the show.
Well, he's very entertaining to watch. High volume of strikes.
And so many of these fighters in Brazil come from such humble beginnings. Viana, he had a different path if he wanted it, but he chose the path of competing in mixed martial arts. Here in Brazil, the birthplace of mixed martial arts. And Wolverine trying to get himself free, and Mark Goddard will help that.
Viana has Taekwondo in Korean tattooed on his left calf.
Yeah, he began Taekwondo training, Joe, at age 12, did Wolverine. Black trunks for Viana, red trunks for John Teixeira.
Nice leg kick by Teixeira there.
Yeah, that was a heavy leg kick.
Yeah, and that is going to slow Viana down.
Viana changing levels, going to the body with that jab.
The way Teixeira paused with that left hand, the way he holds his hands up, reminds me of old school Igor Vovchanchyn. Very, very similar the way he holds his hands.
To the body again, he ripped that hook. Head kick.
Viana's slowing down a bit.
He sure is, yeah. And that may be as much a result of the way he fires with frequency as the grappling battle a moment ago with a bigger, stronger John Teixeira. And still a lot of time on the clock here in the second. He got clipped, did Viana, and followed by the knee.
Oh,
and a big
powerful kick. He took a big, deep breath there. He felt that one.
Yeah, both men connected in that exchange, but Teixeira really delivered a big blow and then followed it up with the kick.
Well, those leg kicks, Mike, are starting to pay off. Teixeira's been landing them, and Viana is slowing down because of it.
Left hook by Viana. Total strikes even a moment ago as they continue to battle back and forth. That left hook connects.
Another leg kick. And Teixeira
scramble.
slips.
Wild action here in the second.
This is a scrap.
What a good old-fashioned dogfight we've got it right here.
Viana looks to me like he's spinning. He put his right leg a little bit further back, and it looked like he was telegraphing a bit with the hips. Let's see if something comes out of that. He might be trying something else, something different, because this just standing and exchanging with Teixeira is starting to go against him.
As we mentioned earlier, Teixeira weighed in at 150, missed weight. The smaller Hugo Viana, no problem making 145. Final seconds of round two. Some powerful shots landed by Teixeira here in the second, and another knee.
Sit down and breathe. Breathe deep. Give him some water. Calm down. Breathe. Keep breathing. You're walking backwards too much in this round. You can't walk backwards like that. Okay? You got to win this third round. You got to win good. This is the last one. You got to win. It's 1-1 right now. And your hands got to meet him. Use your right hand.
Vai com Deus, mano. Último round, ok? Último round, não.
Joe, a very even matchup after 2 rounds. Teixeira putting it on Viana in the second round. Viana very dynamic in the first round. Neither man wants to leave it in the hands of the judges.
Yeah, the second round seemed to show Viana slowing down a bit, and the toll of all the heavy leg kicks and punches and knees to the body by Teixeira seemed to be slowing Viana down a bit. Let's see what strategy he employs here in the third. Try to gain back some momentum.
Didn't take long for Teixeira to throw another kick. There's not a real threat of a takedown.
Well, it's also the way Viana stands. Look how wide Viana is. And that stance lends itself to getting leg kicked.
Yeah, hard to check when you're so wide with your stance.
Bit of a right hand there by Teixeira.
And being the smaller opponent, Viana.
Another one.
And plus the black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is Teixeira. He'll throw kicks with no caution here, Joe, because even if he did get taken down, he doesn't mind it.
And he just landed a very good jab, another kick, and Viana threw a wild left hook there.
Minute into the third and final round. Lead left hook by Hugo Viana. Viana was throwing a lot more combinations earlier in this fight, especially in the first.
That was a nice kick by Viana, and a good left hook there as well, countering off the kick of Teixeira. Viana snapping that jab out now.
Oh! Big right hand. Over the top, Viana connects.
Chuck Liddell style.
Yep. Nice counter by Viana after
that one went low.
Yep, inside leg kick caught him.
Over there. Fine. You're okay. You got time. Come in. Come back. Come back.
That's what we call the testicle delay, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, take a look. What's going on in there? Here's the replay. Very clear. Low shot.
Good. Good.
An apology from John Teixeira. And they continue.
The problem is that definitely is going to take something out of Viana.
Still a lot of time on the clock here. 3 minutes. The straight kick misses, the counter left hook connects. Everybody looking for the front kick.
Good left hook.
That looked like the Viana of round 1, Joe. 3, 4, 5 strike combinations.
Well, I think you nailed it when you said that he was also exhausted from the grappling exchanges with the bigger man in that second round. That's when he seemed to slow down. Man, barely missed with that high kick.
And he hasn't really recovered.
Nice snapping jab by Viana and a beautiful leg kick to counter by Teixeira. That was a hard leg kick.
I mean, Viana's kept a good pace, but not the pace that he set early.
Right.
Much more technical matchup as we get further into this battle. Very close fight after 2 rounds to the body. Viana circling. And Teixeira closes the gap. This is what Teixeira wants.
Viana doing a real good job avoiding a takedown, but Teixeira has his hands clasped and he's low. It looks like he's right below the hips here. And he's just got to suck him out away from the cage and turn the corner to put him on his back. Let's see if he can pull that off. Just picked him up, and good takedown defense by Viana, man. Look at that balance, beautiful. Beautiful job by Viana, because he was deep on that shot.
Absolutely, had a great chance to put him on his back, could not do so. Hasn't been able to do so in this fight.
And this is all about Viana digging deep here. He's the more tired fighter and the smaller fighter. And if he wants to win this fight, it's all about these last 50, 60 seconds.
And he just ripped that left hook to the body, and again there. Nice counter right after a stiff jab by John Teixeira.
The thing is, though, Teixeira's the one controlling the center of the octagon, constantly pushing the pace, initiating these clinches. So, you know, depending on how the judges are seeing it.
Right.
Viana looking at the neck here. If Teixeira does get the takedown, and he does, Viana pushing down on it, trying to free up those legs. What a hard guy to hold on to Viana is. I am impressed with that. Especially so late in this fight. He could have easily collapsed and given up that takedown, but he fought it off. Kudos to him. Good stiff jab by Viana.
They're gonna battle right to the final bell. And the judges will render their decision as Hugo Viana and John Teixeira go the distance.
The counters by Viana. You see here, he eats that eats that right kick and lands a beautiful left hook of his own. And there's another left hook. Very close and action-packed fight.
With the official decision of our featherweight fight, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score this contest 29-28, Viana, 29-28, Teixeira, and 29-28 for the winner by split decision, Hugo Wolverine Viana.
Joe, just as you anticipated, a very difficult fight to score. Hugo Viana, who trains with Luis Doria, of course, the mentor of Junior Dos Santos, gets the split decision. It's a middleweight battle. As a professional mixed martial artist since 2001, Rio de Janeiro's Delson Eleno calls his octagon debut a career accomplishment. His opponent tonight, Francisco Trinaldo. Perhaps the competition's most experienced competitor, capoeira master Delson Heleno made his name on the international scene, defeating the likes of George Patino, Gideon Ray, and Jake Ellenberger. Now ready to tackle the best of the best in the UFC, the 34-year-old's first mission will be to stop Francisco Trinaldo. Trinaldo is seen by many pundits as the top prospect in mixed martial arts, something made even more legitimate by his jungle fight title and 10 professional wins. Tonight, he will look to defeat the biggest name he's faced as a pro thus far, and when it's all over, he'll begin his quest for UFC gold. Coming up next, Francisco Trinaldo takes on Delson Heleno. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight, Delson Heleno is 34, Francisco Trinaldo is 33. 3 inches taller is Heleno, and he will have a slight reach advantage. The veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, our referee for this middleweight matchup. The beautiful Ariani. Both men made it to the quarterfinals of the Ultimate Fighter. Francisco Trinaldo, the southpaw in the black trunks. In the red trunks, thickly muscled Delson Heleno. 3-time Brasilia kickboxing champion, jungle fight lightweight champion, and the stablemate, as we mentioned, of Paulo Thiago's is Francisco Trinaldo.
I don't know how that guy makes lightweight. I don't even understand that. When they say lightweight champion, I wonder what weight class that is. That might be a typo, because I can't see that guy making 155.
Jungle fight winner against the man that you talked about is a big 185, Delson Heleno.
Trinaldo is employing a very low stance, Mike. Obviously preparing for the takedowns of Heleno. And looking to land that big left hand of his. He's got a lot of power in his punches. Look, he caught him with the left hand coming in. Heleno's hurt. Heleno struggling very hard to get the takedown here. He's got double underhooks, Mike. That is an excellent position for him.
Nice knee.
And Trinaldo's trying very hard to force him off with that elbow.
Trinaldo on his feet so far.
Heleno keeping that body lock. He lost the double underhooks, but he's got that underhook on the left side.
Man, he is working diligently for this takedown.
Yeah, this is his struggle.
Good takedown defense by Francisco Trinaldo.
And a couple good knees by Trinaldo as well.
He's thrown 3 or 4 knees during this exchange.
Heleno, though, relentless with his takedown attempt. Got him pressed up against the cage here. He wants a pummel under the left arm of Trinaldo or drop down for a leg. Cannot pummel under, though, every time he tries. Oh, good left hand by Trinaldo.
He caught him again, and another knee.
Beautiful knee to the body.
Great knees by Trinaldo. The uppercut by Heleno. And another knee by Francisco Trinaldo. Heleno having a tough time out-muscling Trinaldo in this exchange.
Heleno's got him on his knees, though, up against the cage. If he can pull him away from the cage, though, that's what he's got to try to do here.
5'11", Delson Heleno. He's got a muscle build like Husamar Paul Harris at 185, but a little bit taller than Toquinho. Nice knee by Heleno now. Trinaldo really fighting off the takedown attempts. That lead leg, he's trying to brace off and avoid getting hit with another knee. What a battle.
Heleno still, he dropped down low, very nice. A good attempt. Oh, knee to the body by Trinaldo. Heleno's really struggling. Trinaldo, excellent takedown defense. Good right hand in the clinch here.
He's got good control of that right arm.
Nice knee as well. Big shots by Trinaldo. He can generate so much power, Mike.
Good discipline by Trinaldo with the punches, and now when his opponent gets up, he knees him. Good recognition by Trinaldo.
He's done an amazing job of keeping Heleno off him and stuffing these takedown attempts over and over again.
These are going to be two very tired middleweights after this exchange.
Yeah, this is the most grueling aspect of MMA, the struggle for the takedown and the defending against it.
Herb Dean, you saw just motioning to Francisco Trinaldo, make sure that the motion of the elbow is legal. So he switches it up and punishes the body with some punches, and now the head.
These are hard shots here by Trinaldo. And the thing about a guy who's a real high-level kickboxer is they can generate incredible power from short distances like that. Heleno just took a vicious knee to the body.
Trinaldo has fought off the takedown attempts, and that's as much a key to this success here in the first round as anything else.
And Heleno slid under. He's got half guard, but he does not have control of Trinaldo's body. This could be it.
Trinaldo's teeing off, trying to finish this fight right here. Francisco Trinaldo, heavy ground and pound.
Nasty hammer fist. Herb Dean's taking a good
and it is all over.
That's it.
Francisco Trinaldo has finished Delson Heleno. He had to work for that one.
And that is a guy to keep your eyes on, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
That guy is a ruthless striker. Let's take a look at this again. Look at that knee to the body. Here's another one. There's a knee to the body again. Caught that one in the sternum. Excellent takedown defense, and just all hammer fists here for the victory. Heleno was just simply not doing anything to defend himself, but covering up, not moving, not advancing his position. And Herb Dean had recognized that he took a significant amount of damage before this, so he had seen enough.
An impressive finish by Francisco Trinaldo in this middleweight matchup. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 21 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by TKO, Francisco Masaranduba Trinaldo.
11-1 now as a professional. He is Trinaldo of Team Wanderlei.
I'm here with the winner, Francisco Trinaldo. Francisco, that was a spectacular display of takedown defense and power striking. An incredibly impressive performance here tonight.
Estou aqui com o vencedor, Francisco. Francisco, a sua trocação foi muito boa. Foi impressionante o que você conseguiu fazer aqui hoje à noite.
Eu treinei para isso, entendeu? Sempre eu treino para lutar bem, entendeu? Nem que perde, nem que ganha, mas eu quero dar show para esse público legal, entendeu? E agora que eu tenho um bocado de fã, entendeu? Eu tô mandando um abraço para todos eles, para todos, entendeu?
That's exactly what I train for. That's what I train for, and that's even if I win or if I lose, I just want to make the crowd happy. And I'm really happy I have a lot of fans now, and that's what I did for them.
Well, you're gonna have a lot more fans in the future. Amazing performance here tonight. I can't wait to see you again.
Você vai ter muito mais fãs no futuro. O que você fez hoje foi impressionante. Eu quero te ver aqui de volta de novo.
Eu queria falar pro dono do evento, entendeu? Que eu tenho vontade de lutar no meu peso, em até 70 quilos. Porque eu acho que eu vou dar mais espetáculo em até 70 quilos, entendeu?
I'd like to tell you guys that I'd like to wait in the lower weight class because that's my weight, and then I'll do a better show.
Can't wait to see you again, sir. Francisco Trinaldo, ladies and gentlemen.
Francisco Trinaldo makes the most of his opportunity tonight at 185. Rodrigo Dam and Anastácio Medeiros finished their first season of the Ultimate Fighter Brazil with their official UFC debuts right here on FX. When it came to tension on the Ultimate Fighter Brazil, there was plenty of it outside the cage between Team Vitor's Rodrigo Dam and Anastácio Medeiros, making them two of the most compelling figures of the season. Inside the octagon, Dam earned a spot in the featherweight semifinals after a win over John Macapa, only to be eliminated from the competition for medical reasons. Madero's quest for glory ended in the quarterfinals, but his bout against good friend Hani Jason ignited the flames on an already heated rivalry between coaches Vitor Belfort and Wanderlei Silva. Tonight, one of these fighters will leave with another headline to his name. Coming up next, Rodrigo Dam takes on Anastabio Medeiros. Our tale of the tape for this featherweight fight, 24-year-old Anastabio Medeiros against 32-year-old Rodrigo Dam. Dam will have a slight reach advantage. A very heated weigh-in. We expect a great fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mario Yamasaki.
Mario Yamasaki, our referee for this featherweight fight. The beautiful Ariani, our entire crew. Great to be here tonight in Brazil. Anastabio Medeiros has finished all 15 of his wins. Rodrigo Dam.
Something's going on, Mike. Medeiros is having some sort of an issue with his mouthpiece. Brought it up to the referee and his cornerman. I don't know what that is.
Now they're going to battle. Black trunks for Rodrigo Dam.
And Rodrigo Dam, his strategy is very clear. Instigate the clinch and try to get this fight to the ground. Whereas Medeiros, I believe, would like to stand.
Medeiros in the red trunks. Caught him with the inside leg kick. They continue. Good rivalry on the show. The Ultimate Fighter Brazil. That one checked. Both members of Team Vitor. You had a battle between the coaches ensued, and you were standing right on the stage yesterday when they got in each other's face at the official weigh-ins.
I was really surprised to hear all the boos for Vitor, especially when you see him in so many commercials here in Brazil.
I think a lot of the fans were excited about the Vitor Wanderlei rematch, 14 years in the making.
Yeah, you know what? You can't fault the guy for breaking his hand.
Yep, just training for a fight. Vitor here to support the men that he coached on the show. Wanderlei involved in our main event later on pay-per-view. Heavy leg kicks early from Rodrigo Dam.
That was a very nice one right there.
And answered by Medeiros. I like how he turns the hip over. Switch.
Again he went low, and again he caught him in the cup. Again he keeps pulling out that mouthpiece, Mike. Let's see that replay again. Oh, that one landed, it glanced. It landed on the thigh first. Nope.
Yeah, there's the foot
angle.
That angle showed it.
Yeah.
Oh! Big left hand! And to the body! Dam again!
The right hand as well.
Rodrigo Dam! Takes the
spinning to the back.
Medeiros is still hurt.
Yeah, he's definitely hurt, Mike.
Big left hand connected. And now he's going to look to choke him out. He's got both hooks in.
Medeiros is bleeding out of his nose. Got a cut in the bridge of the nose.
He got rocked.
He's doing a good job of controlling the hands of Dam, though.
Dam trying to lock it up and finish this fight.
He's got it under the chin. It's it.
It's all over. Rodrigo Dam, winner by submission. Locks in the rear naked choke. This rivalry ends in a victory for Rodrigo Dam.
And even sweeter for Dam that the damage started on the feet. Let's see it again. There's a nice, clean right hand by Dam. And he had actually caught him with a left hand before that hurt him. And you see here, switching hands right to left, left to right. And he turned him towards his left side, sneaking that forearm underneath the chin for the choke.
With the official decision of the Dam-Medeiros matchup, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 12 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to submission from a rear naked choke, Rodrigo Dam!
winner by rear naked choke. It was heated on the show, and now he'll visit with Joe.
All right, I'm here with the winner, Rodrigo Dam. First of all, congratulations on your victory. It must have been difficult for you to get injured while on the show and not be able to compete. How satisfying is it to get this victory here tonight?
Estou aqui com o vencedor, Rodrigo, parabéns. Deve ter sido muito difícil para você durante o TUF ter se machucado. Como é que foi para você estar aqui e vencer hoje à noite?
Esse é resultado do trabalho que tenho feito dentro da X-Gym, com destaque o Rogério Camões e o Cesário Bezerra do boxe. Muito obrigado a vocês, a todos que me ajudaram no treinamento, a todos aqui, a toda a equipe X-Gym. Obrigado a todos. Alex Dave, um beijão, te amo, irmão.
This is a result of all of my coaches in the training camp. I'd like to thank all of you for your support.
Congratulations on an amazing victory. Rodrigo Dam, ladies and gentlemen.
As Joe mentioned, Rodrigo was never defeated on the Ultimate Fighter Brazil. He was injured and unable to continue. He gets the win